Hey YouTube, it's Ben here with the 60-gallon tank, and today's topic is hot tips. I'm going to cover some hot tips. Now these hot tips are not going to be all mine. I'm actually going to be sharing with you some of the hot tips that were submitted in my 1 million subs, Ben Ochart's 1 million subs giveaway. Some of the entries have given some, well, they've all given some good tips, and I'm going to go ahead and share some of those with you. And don't forget, there's still time to get in your entry. The drawing is going to be September 20th, and I'm going to be giving away a nice big jar of KG Tropicals. KG Tropicals. And I know that it's KG Tropicals Premium Cichlid Pellets, and these are adult, and they're put out by John and Lisa Hudson, which I'm sure you're familiar with. And I'm sure they've only included the best ingredients. If you go to my to my Facebook page, you'll see all the ingredients at Ben O Cichlid on Facebook. So we're giving away this and a nice big jar of the pellets, and also we're giving away what every tank will be wearing in the fall. All right, what every tank will be wearing in the fall, the new fashion accessory that every tank must have. And in this case, I'm going to be giving away a plushy Pleco. And the one I'm giving away is the one that I would prefer to keep, but I'm going to give this one away. It is the gold dot, and you can see this guy. He's pretty cool, and he's a good guy. I also have one hanging here on the side. You can see him. So yeah, that will be the accessory every tank will have this fall. So get in the contest and get your chance to get one. They're pretty cool. They hang on the side, as you can see, and they look pretty nice. So let's share some tips here. I've got some tips and a few shout outs that were submitted by some of the entries. And if you enter the contest, be sure to title your video Ben Ochart's 1 million subs giveaway. And of course I don't have a million, but you got to think big, right? So 1 million subs giveaway, and keep it under 5 minutes, and be sure to share a tip that you find helpful, and also be sure to give a shout out to an up-and-coming YouTuber that you have found that you enjoy their channel, and you want to give them a little help. Okay, so and that's what's been going on, and so let's look at some of the tips here. Frank's Tanks, his tip was don't trust tap water. That's a pretty good tip. I think he had some problems with, found out that chlorine was out the roof because there had been his city had put chlorine, had mistakenly dumped a large amount of chlorine into the water supply, hadn't informed the people. So the people were consuming these large amounts of chlorine, which I imagine can't be good for you. And then he also found out that his tap water has ammonia. So that's some pretty serious stuff. So I don't know what's going on in his area, but he tested his water and was able to get things under control by using some methods to remove these things from his tap water, resulting in much healthier fish. And I'm assuming he's doing it for the family. Nobody should be consuming that stuff. So Frank's Tanks, he's got 31 subs right now. So give him a look, and if you like what you see, go ahead and sub him up. Let's bump his channel. And so his tip was don't trust tap water, and he gave a shout out to DebTim on YouTube, and TravisG. Check those channels out. All right, Deon 0026. Deon 0026. His tip was use a mag float. He uses a mag float similar to this little number I've got up here. This is just some little cheap Chinese thing I picked up, but he has the real deal. It's called a mag float, and he still does, you know, glass maintenance, but the mag float makes it real easy just to do those touch-ups and things, and he highly recommends it. That's his tip. And he gave a shout out to Aquariums by M&G. Aquariums by M&G. Now, if you listen to this, and it's still the 17th of September, you should put a video into his contest, because he's giving away, I'm talking about Deon 0026. He's giving away $150. He's going to Western Union, he's going to wire it, he's going to get that 150 in cool cash, and so he's got a pretty good contest over there. So check it out. If it's, I think the 17th is the cutoff, so we're right down to the wire, but I'm sure if you get it in right now, he'll probably include you in the drawing, okay? That's 150 Somalia. That's a lot of moolah, a lot of cheddar. Go get it, okay? Michael Hayes. His tip was have a backup. Always have a backup. Have a backup power head. He suggested you have a backup heater that's in your tank and set at a degree or two below the normal setting of the regular heater, which is pretty smart in case your regular heater fails on you. So his tip was backup everything, redundancy. Very smart. And let's see here. He has 32 subs, by the way, Michael Hayes. Get over to his channel, sub him up. Dwain Kitchel, 26 subs, pretty new guy. His tip was observe. You know, you can look at your tank, but not see. Okay, so observe, really look and see, and maybe you'll catch something in the early stages. Maybe you'll see a behavior that could change how you want to mix your fish. So anyway, his big tip was observe, and really take a look, and he has sort of a scientific eye, and he applies that to his tank. So he's got 26 subs. Check him out. That's Dwain Kitchel, Kitchel. Now Summoner 2183. He's got 374 subs. He's Andrew on Facebook, and he knows that I can't ship the prizes abroad. You know, the game is really for domestic folks. But he went ahead and got in the contest anyway because he likes to help out. He's actually a really good guy. He's working really hard to get his channel going. So check him out. I mean, he's from Indonesia. He's got a bit of an accent. You know, I'm sure he speaks English a lot better than I speak his language, that's for sure. So he's working hard. He's trying to get a channel going. Give him a look. And his tip was be humble. Always be willing to learn. Always be willing to admit that there's something you don't know. And these are like rules to live by. Okay, that's Summoner 2183. And so he's definitely a good guy. Check him out. And his tip, by the way, his tip was be humble. And the next one, by the way, is Chef Coop 69, CHEFCOOP 69 Cooper. Chef Coop 69 Cooper. He has 177 subs. Check him out. His tip was have different nets for different tanks. That's pretty smart. Different nets for different tanks. He says what you'll do is you'll avoid cross-contamination. And since a lot of diseases are not visible to the eye before they really start manifesting, that's a real good tip. You may have the beginnings of ick in one tank and not know it, and carry it over to another. So he suggests just have different nets for different tanks. Pretty smart. All right, that was Chef Coop 69. He's got 177 subs. Check him out. And maybe give his channel a bump. What do you say? And we've got Thomas Medina. He had a couple tips, and his were do your research. watch a lot of YouTube videos and do a lot of research. And of course, that's very good advice. Do it before you buy fish, before you mix fish, before you buy your tank. You know, the more research, the better. All right, so very, very good advice from Thomas Medina. He has 16 subs. This is a baby channel, a brand new channel. Give the guy a hand. Get over there and give him a sub. Thomas Medina. He also suggested that you have a hospital tank and an extra tank for aggression, or a hospital tank, something like a 10-gallon, maybe a 20 if you get some big fish. And again, that's a real good tip. So these are just some of the tips from some of the entries in my giveaway. So go ahead and get your video in, and the drawing will be on the 20th. A couple other tips I'd like to throw in on there is you should go out to a hardware store and pick up some of these sticky lights. These sticky lights, they cost almost nothing, and they let you see what's going on in the cavern underneath your tank, which is usually pretty dark. They're like $5 or $6. And another tip is when you restart a canister, or really any filter for that matter, put a net over the outlet, because no matter how good of a job you do cleaning that canister, you're actually going to have a little bit of gunk shoot out right when you start it up. And so put that net there and you'll catch it. And that was a tip I stole from someone, I don't remember who. And you'll notice a lot of bubbles in the tank. Those bubbles are from the agitation. I mentioned in my last video, this is 1,200. This is not 1,200, this is 1,600 gallons per hour. That's 800 per side on this Sun power head, or wave maker, whatever you want to call it. And it is creating a tremendous amount of agitation, and of course, by doing so, creating a lot of oxygen in the tank, which is crucial. I just heard of another individual who is connected to our TankTalk group and lost a lot of fish. Doesn't know why. We really don't know. I feel terrible for the guy. The fish were beautiful, and I certainly can empathize. And it's got to be some contamination in the water, some change in a parameter, a change in pH can be deadly. Certainly a drop in oxygen, and these kind of things can be deadly. So, at any rate, stability is the key. Keep things stable, level, and of course, really run through your procedures on a routine basis, making sure that you never miss a step. So that's it for now. Be sure to get your video in, and I'll be looking for more entries. The drawing is on the 20th, and you can get your plushy Pleco and your jar of KG Tropicals food. And be sure to comment and certainly rate and subscribe. And don't forget to visit Ben O. Cichlid on Facebook, and we can have you can ask me questions, or sometimes people have questions about my substrate or my rocks or the fish, things like that. Just go ahead and come on over to you can comment below certainly, but if you want to get into a more detailed discussion, come over to the Facebook page. Okay. All right, so thank you so much. I appreciate you guys a lot. You're awesome, and that's it for now. So let's end off with a look at the fish.